Thank you. I like to try to get a little panic attack right before I start something hard. It feels like childhood. Hello, everyone. I'm Brooke. I'm your host. This is Babes in Joyland. Thank you. Thank you. I call it Babes because I like to put a lot of good-looking people on my shows. And then Babes is like younger, newer comedians. Or maybe audience members that bring stuffed animals to the shows. We're here, Omaha. Welcome. We are in KPAO, Community Television. Support local TV. It's kind of like if Wayne's World, if they lived in Omaha. Yeah. Remember the suck cut? Certainly does suck. Me and my brother loved that show growing up, and then we heard it again when we were a little bit older. Things were a lot different. Right? Like the whole cream of Sungyoon guy. I did not know what that meant. If you didn't notice, I did a little headstand at the beginning of the show. Thank you. I believe anything could be a 69 if your head is in the right place. And sometimes you just need to be ready, okay? Someone has to be upside down. Might as well be me. But then you're like, Brooke, your head was... it's semantics, you guys. I don't actually do sex. Yeah, a lot of people think I'm a lesbian. It's usually the guys that are trying to have sex with me. Why don't you know how to do this? It's wrong, okay? This is fun. I love you guys. And you, stranger that I don't know. And you. And also with you. I do substitute teaching. So I actually had a headstand class. No, I did a headstand contest in class. There we go. With a 6th grader. And I felt it was appropriate to let her win. You know, like she needs it more than I do. It's like the summertime now, so not so much skibbity toilet anymore. Not so much Riz or Sigma Alpha Beta Tuesdays. Special teams. You guys keeping up with all this stuff? It got weird. COVID made them weird. Like it's first time when we're like, what? You know? Because the lingo's changed, and it changed hard. It changed really hard. I'm saying goodbye to some children because they're graduating. Other ones, it's like I'm not going back to your school again. I probably will never get to see Booger Boy again, but there will be another one. There's one in every year. There's one, and they love them. You guys, they love those boogies. And I hope, one of them takes a snot rocket to the moon. Maybe finds a science, figures out that there really are antibodies in your boogers. I'm glad there's always new songs coming out because I have to change up the song that I'm going to sing to the kids to get them to sit down. For a while, it was sit down, bitch, be humble. Yeah, I know, inappropriate, but now it's this ain't Texas. This ain't Hold'em. So sit down, 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 down. All right, we're going to keep the show rolling. I have another comedian for you all, so put your hands together. Welcome to the stage, Rebecca Ellen Nelson. Oh,
my gosh. Thank you so much. Half the people in this room right now I brought, and I feel like that's important to me. That's really important to me. But thank you guys for coming out. You know, it's very brave, very exciting, right? I came out 10 years ago, so I don't have to do that today. I identify as pansexual. If you don't know what that means, it's a really long word that basically means I like women who are nice to me and really fucking stupid men. And I don't mean like so stupid you can't hold a conversation with me, but if we're texting and you make like 3 grammatical errors in a row, I'm going to get a little excited. Like, stop. I know you don't know how to do math. This is exciting. This is fun. Oh my gosh. No, I face a lot of things as a queer woman though, you guys, okay? Like, are my jeans cuffed enough? Which funky earrings am I going to wear today? Is my carabiner big enough for all of my keys? The answer's no. Keep losing them. But as a queer woman, I never thought that I'd relate to the many trials and tribulations that straight men deal with on an every other day basis. And then a girl I was sleeping with told me my fingers were small. So I get it, okay? It's rough out here for you guys. You got a lot going on. It's rough. No, I was definitely out in high school, and that was fun. Okay, being out in high school, because other girls in my grade would come up to me and say things like, "Oh my God, you're gay?" Support. Just don't have a crush on me or anything. Jessica, I'm queer, not blind. Those same girls will now hit me up on like Facebook and Instagram and ask me to help them experiment. Yeah, it's basically, you know, you have to give them head, but they don't even buy you food first. So it's kind of like a Tinder date with a man. And if you say no, then they just invite you to join their multi-level marketing scheme. I don't think I'm boss babe material. I don't think so. No, oh my gosh. But like before I came out, I was definitely like weird in school, right? I didn't have a lot of friends, but I got invited to one birthday party, you guys. And it was at Skate Zone. This is sponsored by Skate Zone. And if you didn't know, that was the place to be, so I had to go, right? So I'm skating around, no one's talking to me, obviously. And then I realize, I think to myself, I'm like, oh, I need to use the restroom. So I start thinking about skating to the little exit. And then the song Party in the USA comes on. And I don't know if you guys know this, but that was the song at Skate Zone. You have to do the movements with it. Okay? You put your hands up. They're playing your song. You know it's going to be okay. Nodding your head. Like, yeah. Moving your hips. Yeah. No, so I had to wait till the end of the song. And then when I finally made my way to this restroom, turns out there's a toddler who decided that he was the gatekeeper of this bathroom. And he thinks this is a game. It's not a game. So I'm playing defense with this toddler. I see an opening. I go for it. I forgot I'm in skates. Slipped and fell on my ass and pissed my pants. And it was bad. It was like whole thing. It gets worse. The girl whose birthday party it was, her hot dad came over and picked me up. Placed me in a booth and laid his jacket over my crotch while I cried, and he called my mom. But then I had a nickname, you guys, okay? Piss Pants Forever. That's me. That's me. It was really exciting. No, because I got picked on so much, I didn't realize that I was hot until I was 23 years old. I didn't know. You guys, no one told me. No one told me. I was unaware. But then I was like, whoa, I'm hot. What? I should start stripping. And I did. And it's going great. Okay, you guys. I am awesome. And I'm also having the best time. The best part about being a stripper is the DJ. Okay? He says the fun things on the mic, and I need you to hear some of them. Are you ready? Okay. Welcome to Stone Cold Fox City. Population Kitty. It's Kitty up there. We can do better. We can do better. Okay. Miller High Life might be the champagne of beers, but this girl's got the champagne of rears. Cupcake. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's fun though, you guys. I think I'm technically considered a personality hire. Because I'm not as good as at my job as everybody else, you know, but if you need somebody to just gaslight a man into thinking he owes you money, I'm your girl. Until it backfires on me, and it's someone my age, and they look me up and down, and they go, oh my God, you're the girl who pissed her pants at Skate Zone. Thank you guys so much. We're going to keep it going. Coming up next, we have a lovely babe who's coming to Joyland, and her name is Dee Dollen. Yeah.
I'm old enough to be her mom, and everyone here is mom, but that's okay. So my name's Dee. My stage name's Triple D. Yeah, that's a joke. So me and my husband have been married for 33 years. Yeah, no one clapped either because you must know him. So we had a great idea. We're going to take our kids to Funplex, right? It's awesome. It's a big, huge water park here in town. Anyone? Yeah. If you got an extra $600-700, you can go there. And I get everything ready, sunscreen, chips, bars, 9 towels. I've never had a dry towel since I've had kids, you know. But anyway, so my husband gets on his swim trunks, right? And it's got that mesh thing in it. Like, what is that for? We have 12 holes as women, and you guys have 9, and you got special things in your swimsuits? And he does this. He goes, it's a net for my anaconda. You know what it looks like? It looks like the bulk garlic at Sam's. It's not attractive. But anyway, so we're gonna go to Funplex. My 4-year-old wanted to go on that huge, big-ass water slide, but he didn't. But he did. I'm like, I'm your mom. I'll protect you. My husband's at the end. We're gonna slide down, and my husband's gonna catch us. Big, perfect plan. We get on our mat. We take the first turn. My son freaks out. He is screaming. We get knocked off the mat. His elbow pinches my nipple. Ow. And he rides that bitch all the way down. There is 47 connecting rivets, and I know this because I counted them to quit from passing out. And my husband's at the end. Now, something the next day on my body looked like a blueberry-flavored Little Smoky. And my husband's like, does it hurt? It's uncomfortable. Just like when water hits this. I'm like, you're comparing water to hitting this? To my blueberry-flavored little nipple. Okay. Stay tuned for more great hints from us as parents. So like I said, we've been married 33 years. We needed a safe word, right? 33 years of the same, you know, a frisky time in the bedroom. So we decided we'd come up with a safe word. Like young couples, yeah, you guys will do anything. So you don't need a safe word, right? I mean, I got a bad hip. He's got a bad back. My husband is 6'4", and his driver's license at 16 said 250, okay? So he's a big guy. And my safe word can't be because that's when he's on top, okay? Because he doesn't know what that is, okay? He can't. So we decided that he's like, you're really not into it. I'm like, I died. You smothered me and I quit breathing. That's why I laid there. And he's like, no. And then another time he's like, you were really into it. I'm like, I had a seizure. I didn't have enough oxygen. So we decided to have like this code word situation, like 2 taps is a no, right? but we're old and he can't hear. So he thought I said 2 taps is a go, right? That's what he said. I'm going to give you just some few helpful hints here at the end. I know you're not old like me, but you're going to go to the doctor sometime, right? I got a couple hints. So like if it's summer and you're feeling a little Sasquatch, little furry dog here, you can wax yourself with a Laffy Taffy. Yeah, hear me out. So you can. You're shaking your head. You don't know. I'm Bohemian. We're a furry group. You put the Laffy Taffy on the heater of your car or the hood, the engine if you're running late. And then you can wax yourself. And you smell like banana or green apple. Yeah. It's a super big treat for your doctor, okay? And, then you can tell them a joke, right? Because those Laffy Taffies always, why do you want to be a hot dog? You sit in the shade. There's all kinds of jokes on those, right? It's awesome. And then another thing I do is when I'm sitting on that little plastic table that everyone else's butt crack is sat on, the gross little tissue paper, I like to squeeze my butt cheeks and then hop off. It looks like a butterfly. And then I like to write notes to my doctor, like, have a nice day. Thanks for being on time. Okay. Thank you guys so much. That was my time. Thank you. Up next, we have Fernando Villaueva. Woo!
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Predominantly white audience. I just learned that word today, dog.
Predominantly.
That sounded real, huh? Yeah, I'm trying to get my vocabulary up. Ever since New Year's Eve, I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a New Year's reservation this year, dog. You know what? I was like, I'm going to embark in more white people activities this year. That's what I'm going to do. I think I'll start by saying words like embark. Hell yeah. Did my credit score just go up? Hell yeah. People in the hood don't say embark. Hey, trip out, homie. I embarked on a mission. We don't talk like that. Like little things here and there, everyday life, like even what I drink. I haven't had a Modelo all year. That's crazy. My white friends are like, hey, you should have a cocktail. I was like, cocktail? I don't want no cocktail. And I've been drinking Thousand Island iced tea like it's water, man. I love that drink, man. So I guess I do like cocktails. I have to say it fast in case somebody edits that. So what else can I do? I finally walked into this store. It's called like Bed Body Works and Beyond or something like that. And I was like, I never been in there. And I walk in and I'm like, oh shit. And they're looking at me already like, this fool doesn't own a home. And I was like, oh. I was clearly in the wrong place. I was like panicked. I was like, what is this long pillow? Is this for dogs? And they're like, no, that's a body pillow. And I was like, huh, I'll take 2. So I had to get out of there. But you should see how I hug this thing, man. I've been a lonely vato for a while, man. I'm like, oh. And I've been getting some really good rest. I'm waking up rested. And I'm like, wow, no wonder why people are saying good morning at 6 a.m. I've been getting their rest, dog. What else can I do? What else wasn't I? I'm trying to expand my horizontals here. What's kayaking like? I've definitely never been kayaking, That sounds like, dude, there's a river that goes right by the hood. No one in the hood's ever been kayaking, right? Weird, right? Also, don't go kayaking by the hood. We're going to throw rocks at you. Nice yacht, asshole. We're just anything that floats is a yacht to us. Honestly, the only time I ever seen a kayak was like on a motivational poster at the counselor's office, the quote under it. Something to look at while I'm getting yelled at, just like that. Because look what she's going to go do after she's done yelling at me, She's going to be out on the water like, why can't these kids appreciate their lives and behave? Whoa, She's having a blast. What else, just trying to get tips from my friends, my white homies. I remember my first white homie, actually. I had him come pick me up in the hood. I was like, hey, roll through, man. And it was his first time coming, and he decided to wear Birkenstocks this day. And he comes out of the car, jumps out of the Prius, and he's like, hey, is Fernando? They're like, hey, Fernando, some guy with Jesus sandals here to look for you. And I was like, Skylar got out of the car. Damn it, I gotta go. And as I'm running out, I'm getting toasted by the neighborhood. They're like, oh, Fernando only hangs out with excellent credit scores. Okay. Look at Fernando trying to get his citizenship the gay way. I'm like, Skylar, dude, drive, man. I'm getting toasted. Get me out of here. And Skylar has no idea what the hood is or what it's like to be poor. He's like, hey, man, you should tell your mom to buy you some snowboarding gear so we can go snowboarding. I was like, you lost me at tell. I don't tell my mom anything. I ask her for shit maybe twice a year, but I don't. He's like, you know what? If I go with you, it's easier for the parents to say yes. I was like, oh, let's both get our asses whooped. Let's go. So we go up, and obviously my mom gets pissed. She throws the tortillas on the ground. She's like, son, don't you understand? My first attempt at coming to the U.S., I got waterboarded by Border Patrol. I don't want to know what it's like to get snowboarded. You want to get snowboarded? Something tells me ice is involved, and I don't like it. Technically, ice is involved. Now tell your friend to get out of here before they think we sequestered him with his blue eyes and shit. And I was like, and you're grounded. Go to your couch for the rest of the night. Oh my shit. Mom takes things too literal like that all the time, like we're coming out of a movie as a kid. I was like, wow, the movie was awesome. She was like, so he got bit by a spider and all that crazy shit happened? That's bullshit. And I was like, he got powers by getting bit. I was like, oh yeah, well, you get bit by bed bugs every night. Where's your superpower? And I was like, oh. She's like, wetting the couch isn't a superpower. I was like, damn. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to get my mom back. And it was like right when that movie, The Ring, came out. You remember that movie? That with the long droopy hair and that shitty old gown? And I was like, all right, I'm going to get her good. And so I look over for her reaction. And the lady's coming out of the TV and shit. And I was like, oh, here we go. My mom's like, I bet that lady smells like shit. And I was like, dude, I'm never going to win, dude. This is the kind of stuff I'm trying to discuss, at the kayaking counselor, She always tells me crazy things that, that's not your stepfather, that's the father that stepped up. And I was like, this isn't Disney Channel. What the fuck are you talking about? It's like, Fernando, you got to think of it, when one door closes, another one opens. And I'm like, yeah, when they're putting me in a different cell. What the fuck's going on here, So, I get up and I throw a rock at her kayak poster and I go, nice job, bitch. All right, I think I'm going to end it right there. But thank you guys so much for coming. My name's Fernando Villaueva.
Well, very good, very good. I have a couple more minutes, so I'm just going to check my notes, and I do have a few more things I wanted to tell you. How wonderful. So I talked, a little bit about how I'm a teacher, right? I didn't talk to you about how I love the number 69. I kind of did. At the beginning. So it's fun, like when the kids will put it at 69 on the thermostat, and I'm like, do they know? And if it's like 4th grade, they don't. But if it's like 7th, they probably do. Okay? That's a good gauge. And actually pretty close to now, because right now my dad is 69 for real. And my mom, her birthday's coming up, and then she's going to be 69. So they're going to be 69 at the same time, which is as close to 69ing as they're going to get. Not because they're old. I just don't think they like each other like that. My mom's like, ew, he wants me to ew, Cool. All right. What else? Oh, she would teach me fun things. Like she taught me things like, you'll get your love handles fixed when you get older. She promised me and my brother love handle surgery. No, not relatable. She said to marry a rich man and then I'd be okay. What else? Well, she took me to see musicals, right? I liked that so much that I told her I really wanted to be an orphan. Can you guess the musical? It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life. Even if you're going on yachts, it's still not that fun. Cool. Very good. I think that's pretty good. You want to give me a really big round of applause? And then can I have Rebecca? Remember Rebecca? Come back up here, Rebecca. Give me a big round of applause for Rebecca. Can you believe it took until she was 23 to find out that she was hot? Anywho. Oh, and remember Dee. Let's bring back up Dee. No, you stay. Don't go too far. Dee has magical nipples, you guys. What? Very, very cool. Very cool. And then let's also bring back Fernando. If you're watching this on your TV, you're going to have to stay tuned and watch Saturday. We're going to do a podcast, and you can watch it, and you can laugh along with us. But thank you so much. These are my babes of the month. Thank you. Good night.
bum bum